In today's tutorial, we are going to learn about the TCL commands. Now, what do we mean by a transaction? A transaction is a logical unit of work that must succeed or fail in its entirety. So, a transaction means a command that makes the changes permanently saved in the software or may not be saved permanently in the software. So, transaction control commands looks after it, that if the changes made to the tables may be permanently stored or may not be permanently stored. Now the types of TCL commands are begin or start transaction. So marks the beginning of the transaction. So when we write begin, it means the transaction is started. Now next is commit. So what do you mean by commit? Ends the current transaction by saving the changes and start a new transaction. So when we use the commit command, then the changes made to the software are saved permanently. Then next is rollback. So rollback ends the current transactions by discarding the changes and start a new transaction. So in commit the transactions are saved, but in rollback the transactions are not saved and the new transaction is started. Then next is save point. Defines breakpoints for the transaction to allow partial rollbacks. So as you can see here, we can do partial rollbacks. So save point makes mainly the save points, that is where we can roll back again and again. So save points are the points where we can roll back to that point if we want to, or if we want to undo the changes. Then set auto commit. So enables or disables the default auto commit mode. So by default all the transactions are permanently stored after a command is executed. So if we set the auto commit as 1, then it is permanently stored. Then if we set the auto commit as 0, then it will not save itself. The next question, what do you understand by commit and rollback? So what do you mean by commit and rollback? So commit means saving all the transactions are carried out successfully and all the data changes are made permanent in the database. So all the transaction steps are carried out successfully and then it is stored permanently in the database, all the changes. Then the rollback means transactions has not been finished completely. So the transactions are not complete and hence all the data changes made by the transaction in the database, if any. So if we have made any changes in the transactions in the database, are undone, means are not saved, and the database returns to the state as it was before this transaction executed. So it will go to the previous state where it was when we put the rollback command. So it goes back to the original state from where we have made the changes in the database. So in this tutorial we have learned about the different types of TCL commands and the difference between commit and rollback command. Thank you.